this is our knit crate for July, and it's really pretty. It's 100% organic Prima cotton. Very pretty color. It's DK weight. And so what we're going to do with this is a market bag. And I know that most market bags are crocheted, but this time we're going to make a knitted one. So what you want to do is that you take your yarn and cast on 6 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I'm sorry, I wasn't centered. Okay, so I take the other side of my needle and knit each one front and back. So knit 1 front and back of that same stitch. So front and back, front and back, front and back, front. These are size 6 knitting needles, but I'm going to be changing to larger ones when I knit the biggest part of the bag. So front and back. So now I'm going to take my other needle, the green one. Okay, not using the green needle because I can't see the yarn very well. So I am going to pass half of the stitches onto another set of circular needles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to put them together and pass all the stitches onto the other side of the needles. So pass onto the other side, and make sure that the long tail is in the front. So even if you need to switch, so make sure that they're not twisted and the long tail, the working yarn, is in the front. So now you're going to pick up the same needle as you have in the back, and you are going to be knitting. So remember that that's the last stitch that has the working yarn, and you go on to the other needle and knit 1, and then knit front and back of the next stitch. Again, you knit 1 and then front and back of the next stitch. I'm going to take these off to the other side because that's where I'm going to be wanting them. So knit 1 and knit front and back of the next stitch. Now I want all my stitches on the other needle onto the tip, and I'm working with this back needle. So now I do the same, knit 1 and knit front and back, knit 1, knit front and back, knit 1, knit front and back. Now I transfer all these stitches. Next row I am going to knit 2 and then let's get these out of the way, and then knit front and back, knit 2 and knit front and back, knit 2, knit front and back. Transfer all of these stitches to the other side, and we're working on the back stitches with its needle, and I'm going to knit 2, whoops, and let's see what happened here. The yarn split, that's all, and then knit front and back, knit 2, knit front and back, and then knit 2 and knit front and back. So you keep going around. The next time is going to be knit 3, knit front and back, knit 3, knit front and back, knit 3, knit front and back on that side, and then you come and do it on this side also, and I'll see you later. Okay, so what I have now is 11 knit front and back, 11 knit front and back, 11 knit front and back, and I have the same on the other needle. So now I want to change to much larger needles, and since I have 78 stitches, I want 80 stitches for the pattern that I want to make, because it's a multiple of 10. So I need to add 1 at the beginning of each needle. So I am going to knit this one front and back, that first stitch, don't kid yourselves, large needles are not faster to knit. So I'm going to make 1 row of only knit all around, and when I get to the other needle I'll add that extra stitch also. So like that I have 80 stitches in total. So I decided to make 1 round without the pattern because the stitches were too tight around my needle. So this is what the horseshoe lace stitch is about. We're going to yarn over. The way we're going to do it is go around your needle like so, and then we're going to knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Now slip 1, knit 2 stitches together, and the one that you slipped is going to go over those 2, over that one that you knitted together. And now knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and knit 1. Oops. So let's repeat that sequence again. we're going to yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, slip 1, knit these 2 stitches together, and the one that you slipped goes over that last one, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and knit 1. So let's repeat that. You're going to yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, slip 1, knit those 2 stitches together, pass that slip 1 over the last stitch, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and knit 1. And so you go all around until you come back to your marker. Round number 2 was all knit all around. So round number 3, we're going to knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, slip 1, knit 2 stitches together and pass that one over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, and purl 1. So let's repeat that again. We are going to knit 1, yarn over, knit 2 stitches, slip 1, knit 2 stitches together and pass the slipped stitch over that last one, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, and purl 1. And you repeat that all around, and I'll come back for the next row. So on row number 4, I knitted 9 and purl 1. Knitted 9, purl 1, knitted 9, purl 1. And this is row number 5. What I want to do here is knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, let me get this needle out of the way, and then slip 1, knit these 2 stitches together and pass this one over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, and purl 1. So let's repeat this one. So it's knit 2 stitches, yarn over, knit 1, slip 1, knit these 2 stitches together and pass the slipped one over the last one, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, and purl 1. And so you're going to be repeating this all through, all around, and then the next row is going to be the same as row number 4. So you're going to knit 9, purl 1, knit 9, purl 1. So row number 7 is going to be knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, slip 1, knit these 2 stitches together and pass the slipped one over, yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and purl 1. Let me get these stitches here. So let's do that again. We're going to knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, slip 1, knit these 2 stitches together, pass the slipped one over, yarn over, knit 3, and purl 1, and you go around with this, and then row number 8 is going to be knit the whole row. This is turning out so pretty. So let me tell you, once you did your row number 8, row number 9, which is right there, and I also did one after the 8 on this section here. So you purl. So that would be row number 9. Row number 10 is a yarn over, knitted together, yarn over, knitted together, yarn over, knitted together the whole round. And then row number 11, you purl, which looks like so. And row number 12, you knit the whole round. So right now I'm going to be doing the yarn over, knitted together, because I just finished doing the purl row. And so yarn over and knit it together, yarn over, knit it together, yarn over, knit it together, and you do that the whole round. And then the next one would be a purl row, and then you finish with a knit row, and I'll be seeing you then. I did rows 1 to 12 3 times in total, and then once I did the 3rd time, 1 to 12, I did 4 rows of only knit, 4 rounds, and then on the 5th I bind off very loosely. Now the 4 rows, these 4 rows I did with size 10 needles, and bind off very loosely because you really don't want that to be too tight, and it has more or less about 12 inches, so that means 24 inches around, and it doesn't have to be exact, not at all. So once I did that, I made 2 I-cords, and you can do it with double pointed needles, or you can use one of these gadgets, and I'll show you how to use this. I don't know if we have a video, but if not, I'll make one. So once I did those, I am going to be sewing them, and I'll show you how. And let's see what this measures. Each one of these measures 24 inches. Okay. So now I'm sewing each end of the I-cords to the edge of the bag, and let's see. There we go. Okay, that looks good. So it's not very noticeable. And let's get this in here. So I measured about 1/4 of the bag. If you fold the bag like this, and it will be 1/4 of the distance between each end. So now I am going to weave in all my ends and I'll come back. I also made an I-cord around the bag, and we have a link on how to do an I-cord when it's already finished, when your project is already finished. And so that's what I did, and see how pretty that looks, very nicely finished. And so thank you very much for watching. Please share us with your friends and like our page and subscribe, and I will see you next time. I'll take some pictures of this.